take one. So I'm going to talk to you guys about algorithm for me. Algorithm has been big for me in helping me with customers, helping me with growth towards more people seeing my stuff, more people then commenting, or more people in fact messaging me based on it. And one thing that has helped me, which is, it all rolled into one, so I chose algorithm, even though this is technically in the discipline section of you. I have a to-do list too, and I write mine down. So I made a little chart of it. So my to-do list consists of everything on here. I have certain days of the week that I do certain things. And for example, I make sure I follow 200 people on IG a day on both of my accounts. I make sure I friend 50 people a day, at least have 10 hosts to post up, life posts, product posts. I do tons of stories. I will flood my stories and do tons of polls with it. And then I also make sure I do my birthday messages. And I make sure I reach out to my customers every Tuesday. Every single customer every Tuesday will hear from me, and I say, hey, just letting you know it's Tuesday again, reaching out, seeing how things is going. And from there I work on upselling them towards getting more products based off them now seeing more stuff that I post, and then updating my chart. And so it says a lot of different stuff, following up with my newbies, reaching out to 5 distributors a day, interacting with my new friends and things like that. So by doing this, and right now with Host to Post the way it is, and me just putting out a simple message of a picture of Cash App with $25 or $500, just a picture. Me putting that out there has so many people just seeing that and commenting based on that. And I'm able to put up so many Host to Posts from people commenting. And I do way more than 10 a day. And it's very simple and easy to me now. Based off before, I used to have major anxiety over it. And if I get 10 people that commented, I will turn that post into a only me so nobody see it, and I just go let it go like I ain't never seen it happen. That's what I used to do with Host to Post because it just gives me major anxiety. Now it doesn't, because I have the systems in place and I'm more organized than I was last year. So it helps me out. Now what this does for your algorithm is important. You may not think it's doing anything for your algorithm, but it is. That's just like you putting up a post of an interactive post for people to comment on that you leave a question about. It's the same thing. I get so many people where I look at my statistics daily on, what is it called? Analytics, that word, on IG, where my analytics go up like 50 to 100 a week because people now see my Host to Post posts, and then they telling their friends, and now more people are commenting. And that easily gets me in their inboxes too. And I just basically go in their inbox, and it's so fast. I just say, I'm still talking fast, but listen, I gotta let it out. I just basically say, hey, thank you for commenting on my post. I'm doing a contest with a raffle next Saturday for $25. And only thing you gotta do is put a post up for me that I give you and put it on your page. And how does that sound? Oh, it sounds great. Okay, great. So now I send that post to them. This is literally a 2 thing. Like I'm not extra with it. I'm not about to go into how's the family. I'm not a small talker. I'm sorry. That's not me. I'm not a small talker. I know I'm not. So I'm not going to even try to do something I'm not yet. But I will then send the post and say, great, post this on your stories and post this on your page. And that gives you 2 raffle entries. Thank you for doing it. Let me know when you do it. And this will then tell me if I'm following them or not, because when they come back and say I did it and I don't know, then I gotta go follow them for them to do it. But this now puts me in their stories, and this also puts me on their page. On their stories, I've now added my message like text cleanse to Carissa at this number for them now to see this on stories, because people don't see the posts on the page. Everyone's looking in stories. So I've been able to now build off stories for the last 2 weeks where I'm now making more stories known, or I'll put my picture up and say, Carissa's looking for 5 people to earn additional income, text money to this number. And this is getting me more people interested. And all this person is doing is just putting up a post based off what I've already made. And so that helps out a lot with my algorithm, and more people are seeing things where now my customers are coming from Host to Post too. Mm-hmm. Even though the ones that are doing the posts are like, wait, I'm interested too. I'm like, okay, listen, you're making the anxiety come up. So we got to put the post up first, and then I'll talk to you about what we want to talk about. But that's helping me with that. And then IG training, it's just basically doing different things such as following extra people, putting up things that people are interested in. I do a lot of memes, as y'all can see from my Facebook. I put more on Instagram. Instagram sees more, but Facebook I do a couple, and I just look at it. Like I know I just done a meme that was like this chick pouring water on the guy, whatever, and he fell over the table. And doing things like that, I've already had like 30 shares from it. And you know what I do? Yeah. And you know what I do? I go look at every single share and everybody that liked all of those, I go friend all them people that liked all those. And then I'll go to my Facebook people, which was a goal from something Leah gave. I go to all my Facebook people who birthdays, it's not distributors, and I look at their last posts and how many likes they got on it, and I'll look at that like, and I go friend those people too. So I'm way over 50 people a day. But this helps out with building my algorithm. This is more people, and actually it's even better doing it that way than looking at somebody's friends list, because these are active people versus you going to a friends of a friends and pick some deadbeats that ain't doing nothing. I like that word, sorry. Got to use it somewhere, right? Because I don't want to use it a different way. So that helps me with that. And now on to you, because that was only 6 minutes. See, I talked fast. unless you say something that make me think of something.
So here's what I have to say about algorithms. Sorry, I know I'm inappropriate, but screw the algorithm. Don't care. If you are doing your 6 list, if you are messaging people, if you are getting into people's inboxes, the algorithm does not matter. Just do the work, get yourself out there, be visible, show who you are, the good, the bad, the ugly. I don't show the ugly, but that's just me. But don't care about the algorithm, because if you do, you're only going to see the problem and not focus on the solution. So if you're doing the work, this is a business. I'm sorry, you're going to have to put in the work. I tell Leah all the time, like, the people that I have in the business with me, some of them don't work. I have to work their accounts. And I'm like, that's why when I enroll someone, I'm like, this is work. It's part-time. I know not everybody's going to say, I want to make $30,000 a month. I'm going to do this as my career. I'm going to become an ambassador to Diamond. I know everybody's not going to come into this business and saying that, but I am. So I let people know, you want to be on my team? This is work. This is an hour a day, 2 hours a day, minimum, if you want to make real money in this business. Because if you're going to be on my team, that's what my goal is. I want to make real money. So what I have to say is, the people that I follow on Instagram work Instagram. And they're all Ambassador Diamonds. So if you want to become an Ambassador Diamond, then I think you need to be on Instagram. And the way you work Instagram is very different than the way you work Facebook. Facebook, you can only have 5,000 friends, right? And you have to be mutual friends. Like, you have to know them. Instagram, you can follow 7,000 people, and you can have unlimited amounts of followers. So there are 7 billion people in this world. 3.5 billion are on social media. So stop thinking like, I don't know 3 people that are gonna want to join this business. It's not, you don't want the people that you know. You don't want the people that you know to join this business. You want the people that you don't know, the people that you are going to attract. So, like I said, show the good, show the bad, show the ugly. Who are you? Brand yourself, okay? I am someone that loves hair and makeup. I love fashion accessories. I have 2 kids. I have an amazing husband who's supportive and takes care of me, even though I want to take care of myself. And I show that. I love Paris. I love Marie Antoinette. I love French things. That's what I show in my stories every single day. I post about products every single day because they really do work. I'm passionate about the products, but I'm even more passionate about this business because, sorry, I get emotional about this part, because it gave me purpose. It gave me purpose. It made me discover who I am. It made me feel better about the way I look. The products did, but it gave me purpose because now I can show my kids that I'm worth something, that I'm not just a pretty face. I can go out and be who I was meant to be. And I can show everybody that's following me on Instagram and on Facebook that I am that person. So do you want to be on my team? Do you want this to change your life? It's so much more than just the products. This is about self-discovery, self-development, having faith in yourself, finding faith in God. Okay, so create your story, brand yourself, do a training on YouTube on how to work Instagram if you don't know how to work Instagram, but get on the platform if you're serious about making this a real career. I tell my distributors, I don't even call them distributors. I call them brand ambassadors. You are now a social media influencer. You don't know what a social media influencer is? Go to Like to Know It, follow a bunch of people that you like their style, mimic what they're doing. Find the ambassador diamonds that are working Instagram that you can identify with. Start recreating and duplicating what they're doing. That's what I do. You don't know how to edit pictures, you don't know how to take a picture? Take a selfie, find an app where you can edit your face, find a preset that you like that works with the colors that you like, edit them in Lightroom, post it, talk about your lifestyle, talk about where you're going in this business, talk about where you were, where you are now, where you're going. I'm just a Ruby, okay? I'm just a Ruby. But in my mind, I am Ambassador Diamond. There is nothing that is gonna stop me from getting there. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it for myself, for my husband, and for my kids.
There was so much passion in that. I loved it. I didn't know you were Ruby till you said it.
Well, I am.
It's okay. You won't be there long. It's okay. And of course, when you guys, in my personal opinion, when I follow people and see tips and things they give, I take out what works for me and I utilize them, because everybody is not the same. Everybody's following is not the same. I have a very ratchet following, so I've tried to put cutesy stuff, and the cutesy don't fly. So I have to go with what they do. My Instagram is very adsy because that works. My Facebook is different than my Instagram. I do it two separate, totally different ways. But my stories are the same on both. I utilize stories to make them both the same, and that's where I can do the mixture of both. But if your page, like I've tried the themes, I've tried having a color theme, making it cutesy where it's just photos. Facebook loves, I get tons of likes on Facebook for my photos. Instagram, I get like 10. I'm like, well, screw y'all, so I won't put my pictures up. I will continue giving y'all the ratchetness you want. So, whichever way works, you have to be who you are, and you gotta make sure you're attracting that market. Everybody's market is different. Some people's market likes pictures of just them and likes this certain thing. My page don't like cutesy, organized. They like it to be a mess just like they are. So just be you. If it's working, stick with it. And don't go trying to change and be something you're not if that's not who you are and it's working the way you are.
Correct.
Okay, just get that, because I'm telling you, some of these ambassador pages are, I'm like, how the heck do y'all remember to be this organized, this color schemed, making sure this picture match this, match this? I forget after the first day. I try, but I forget. So I'm like, screw it, stick to what you do, what you know, what works for you, and that's what works.
Honestly, coming to these events and meeting so many different people, anybody can be successful at this business. It doesn't matter where you come from, what you look like, how much money you have, what race you are. Screw it. Leave it at the door. Just do the work and you will reach the goal that you want to reach.
Exactly.
Doesn't matter what age you are, nothing.
Doesn't matter.
Nope, exactly.
Yeah, stop comparing.